Alright, so you clicked on this video because you want to know more about an aesthetic physique. This is something I'm pretty passionate about because for my first 3 years in the gym, I wanted an aesthetic physique, but I didn't know what I was doing. So today we're going to talk about why proportion matters more than size. So let me get that up here. Proportion. My handwriting isn't the best, but y'all can live with it. Over size. Alright, this is specifically for men. You know, a lot of men, they like to chase size. And I talk about this a lot on my IG and my Snapchat and my TikTok when I do my reels and stuff like that. And I'll have all that linked in the description. A lot of men like to chase size. They want to be 6'2", 250 like I was at some point. Or they want to be 5'7", 200. They want to be 5'10", 220. Those numbers are out of whack. Proportion is what makes a physique aesthetic. I just saw a guy yesterday. I believe his name is Sky. Shout out to him. I just saw him on my TikTok. He's 5'11", 160. He has one of the most aesthetic physiques I've ever seen. Shoulders are nice and capped. Waist is taut and just lean. He's like 6% body fat. That's what we want, guys. We want nice full arms. We want nice delts. I don't know if you guys can see my legs, but we don't want big legs, right? So there's an actual science behind what makes a physique aesthetic. If you ever seen aesthetic physique come up across your explore page, or there's just somebody that you really like their physique, you could throw it into ChatGPT. Even if you're a woman watching this channel, throw in a physique that you like into ChatGPT and be like, what makes this physique aesthetic? And ChatGPT will break down what makes a physique aesthetic. If you guys are watching this video, I'm pretty sure you've watched another aesthetic video. We've heard about like the shoulder waist ratio. We've heard about like certain like being lean and stuff like that, 8 to 12% body fat. And that's really what it is, man. Proportions over size. I talked to this short guy and he was telling me that he was 5'4", about 155, and he was mad that he didn't have enough mass to be lean at 155. Guys, Bruce Lee, one of the most aesthetic physiques that we've all seen, you know, a movie star, a very famous movie star, was 5'8", 140. Me right now, what you guys are looking at, I'm 6'2", 182. I was cutting and I came back up a little bit. I'm gonna get back down to about 170, right? You don't have to weigh a whole bunch of weight. I'm not saying that you need to be super light. 6'2", 170 is on the lighter end, but best believe you don't have to be 230. You know, you could be 190, but you really wanna make sure that you're proportional. And your proportions are gonna be your shoulder waist ratio. It's gonna be nice, lean, aesthetic legs. I'm assuming this is mostly men watching this. If you're women, and if women comment on this video and they say they want a video about an aesthetic physique for women, I'll make a video for you guys too, because I'm really good at this type of stuff. Because I struggle with this stuff, so I really had to learn and figure out what works and what doesn't, right? But for men, nice shoulders, right? Nice shoulders, but for shorter men, you don't want to OD on the shoulders. This is another thing I talked to him about. With shoulders and with legs, they can go left, especially if you have a shorter frame. If you're shorter than 5'8", building an aesthetic physique is going to be very important for you, not only because you know that it'll maximize, you know, dating, and stuff like that, but also because, you know, obviously you're shorter. So you don't want your physique to be big and stocky. You do not want huge legs when you're short. It's just going to compress your frame. You do not want very wide shoulders. A lot of guys just talking about just get as wide as possible. If you're 5'3" and wide, that's not a good look. If your goal is aesthetics, again, you guys can do whatever you guys want, but you guys came to my channel. You guys are watching this video about aesthetic physiques, so this is what you're gonna get, right? If you're 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", you're pretty short, I would keep the frame, you know, medium. I would keep the legs slim. I'm 6'2", I have pretty good thighs. I don't know if you guys can see my legs. I have pretty good thighs. But even I am cognizant of the fact that if my legs get too big, it compresses me a little bit. I might start looking like I'm 6 foot or whatever from afar, right? Stuff like this matters when our goal is aesthetics, man. We don't just go to the gym just to go to the gym. We want to build physiques. Going to the gym just to go to the gym is a waste of time. Yes, it's good for your health, but you're not getting the benefits that building a physique does, man. Building a physique will 10x all areas of your life. And the next video I'm gonna jump tomorrow is gonna be about the things I notice the most that men and women alike struggle with are confidence, income, and dating. And building your physique changes all three of those insurmountably, right? So we wanna build aesthetic physiques. We don't wanna just go to the gym. I'm not one of these dudes that says, oh, go to the gym twice a week for 15 minutes. No, put in work. And I'll talk about that too. Put in work. But put in intentional work and build an aesthetic physique, build a physique that will actually improve your life, not just one that takes from it, right? Train intentionally and intentionally create your life. So again, proportion over size. If you're shorter, be cognizant of the fact that legs and shoulders they can get out of hand. Now, when you're shorter, your arms are gonna fill out very fast. You guys know I'm 6'2". I look a little bigger from the side, but when I turn from the front, but when I turn from the side, I look a little bit more slender, right? My arms don't fill out amazingly right now. But at 5'7", 5'8", if I had the same amount of muscle mass, my arms would fill out a little bit better. And that's just what it is. So you have to know stuff like that, right? So all this type of stuff, it plays into the proportional over size. But I promise you guys, you guys don't have to be super big. What you really want to do is be lean. I'm pretty lean right now, but I'm gonna get a little bit leaner. And that's really what really accentuates the physique, man. Be lean, be proportional. Do not let certain muscle groups go out of whack. Train it intentionally. Know what you're doing in the gym. I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I want to make sure I don't ramble. I want to keep this video nice and brief. I'm gonna be real with you guys. You cannot just show up to the gym and do whatever. I see guys all the time just going to the gym, form out of whack, doing random exercises and staring at me the whole time. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm in there, I know exactly what I'm building, and I know what I'm building it for, right? You want to be intentional. You want to know what you're doing. You want to have structure. And if you guys need structure, man, you guys can check out the description. You guys can work with me. I help guys and women do this. I want you guys to be in the best shape of your life. I also help with mindset stuff. So if you guys want to work with me, you guys can check my description. But yeah, man, proportion over size for an aesthetic physique, and please build an aesthetic physique. I know we all have different goals, different fitness goals, but I just can't fathom somebody just wanting to go to the gym just to be a pudgy 20% body fat gym bro. I don't think there's a lot of guys like that. And the guys who say they are like that, I feel like it's cold. For my women, if you're watching this channel, I think you want to go to the gym and you want to build that figure. I don't think you just want to show up to the gym and just, dance around on machines. I think you actually want a good return on your investment, men and women. So in order to do that, it takes structure, and a lot of guys don't have it, a lot of women don't have it, but you can have it, man. You can have it. So if you guys want to work with me, you guys can check the description, man. I help people with this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. This is Randall Branch Media. Check it out. Build an aesthetic physique.